Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You have reached Real Life and Law, guys. Uh, got a few minutes before my court hearing today, guys. I am hopefully streaming on three platforms at the same time. So I'm going to have me a little bit of uh, tea this morning. Y'all welcome to pull up a chair, fix you a hot cup of your favorite. Maybe you're going to get a bagel, piece of toast. I got some French toast, or not French toast. I got some cinnamon toast here. I'm going to sit down. Let's talk about you. This is your show, guys. This is your show where we talk about your life and the law. So let me know that you're out there and hearing me this morning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Uh oh. Yeah, I'm connected. So thank you, guys. I am up and running. Thank you very much. What's up, Keith? Thank you. Oh, man. Nothing like a good old hot cup of tea. Get you up and rolling, guys. Anything going on? Haven't checked the news, haven't checked anything to see if we're still intact as a nation. Guys, I'll remind you, I am an attorney. I usually get on here and talk about everybody else's life, talk about your life, your law, or your life and the law. If you live long enough, you're most likely going to get dragged into a legal situation. You know, oftentimes people do get dragged in, and they sit around just it festers on them, and they don't know what to do. What I try to do on this platform is give people an option or an opportunity or an avenue just to ask a question. If you really want some in-depth help, you can check my links on any of my platforms. Go to my link, and I've got several buttons. Get a newsletter; it's free. Uh, Several books on my page that I have written. Thank you guys for showing up. I am live on my YouTube channel too, right now. And I think I'm Facebook, hopefully. I never really know who's watching this or who I'm streaming to. Never know. Who can use all the help he can get? Me? I do have court today. It's the four-wheeler case today. The four-wheeler case. Yes, indeed. Good morning, guys. I, somebody said they messaged me. Listen, if you really want to speak to me and you want, yes, I witnessed the first moon landing. Yes. Um, Someone in the chat said that they messaged me. Listen, I do not respond, or I won't respond as fully to just a straight up message. If you just straight up inbox me or send me an email, unless you've had an automobile accident, or unless you've been diagnosed with silicosis, mesothelioma, or any other lung cancer, or if you meet the criteria for our social media litigation, myself and the Mark Lanier Law Firm, unless you have any of those, auto wreck, silicosis, asbestos-related cancer, mesothelioma, if you just straight up message me, I probably won't return your message. If you really want me to look into an issue you have, you got to go through the proper channels. You got to book a call. Right there on my link, you can find it. I hate to be that way, but I cannot answer everyone's messages. I just can't do it. There's a lot of them. So I try to filter them out that way. In the subject lines, if you let me know, if you send me an email and you got one of those issues, I will call you. But right here, I do entertain phone calls if your issue is good enough and it's something I can handle. And that have to be good enough, but if I can handle it without research, then we'll call. You can call and I'll let you know you can call and we'll talk. What's up, Sarah? How are you? So that's the way I choose. What's up, Brooke? I didn't hear your question, honey. They cut it off. What's up, Alexandra? How you doing? Yeah, I'm cutting way, way, way back on the calories more. I mean, I've got to really bear down. I've got about 7 more sticky pounds I got to get off, 7, 8 pounds. Beautiful morning here too in East Kentucky. Got to get ready for a hearing today. My four-wheeler case, some of y'all regulars, you know the four-wheeler case. It has been the bane of my existence. And today I'm going to put it to a merciful end. I hope. I met What's up, Renee? Yeah, yeah, I have fretted over this and worried over it. I talked to my client last night for about an hour and a half. What's up, Julian? One of my grandson's names. I do have court today. I do, I do, I do. What's up on YouTube? Thank you very much. Got my first comment. Good morning, YouTube. How are you all doing? Oh shit, Alexandra. You don't know. It is yeah. I just there's some things you just as a lawyer, you always know this case should have been done a long time ago, and I tried real hard to get it done with, and my client just wouldn't cooperate, and that's what happens sometimes. If you're involved in in litigation, you have a lawyer, if you like your lawyer and you hired your lawyer, that means you trust your lawyer, and you should trust your lawyer's advice. If my client would have trusted my advice, we could have had this thing done, and his ass would have been out of there without any jeopardy. Right now, we've got jeopardy of him having to pay alimony. Then it was all unnecessary. Every bit of it. Just give up the damn four-wheeler and move on with your life. He wishes he'd have done that now. And sometimes, you be careful what you ask for, as you get it. Some That's what I said, Amanda. Things only worth 20. It was worth maybe 2,500 bucks, $3, 3,000 at the high end. These four wheelers ain't never worth what you pay for them. Never. Never. If you like them and you like riding them, that's good, but they don't hold a resale value. Yeah. I've seen people have knocked down, drag out fights over Tupperware, over home interior, over the big screen TV. I've seen fights to the death on just the stupidest of shit. Happy Easter, guys. That's it, Keith. Used to a long time ago. Yeah, that's true about the TV costs. Used to, hold on a second. Used to, everybody, I can see your comment, April, I believe. April, yes, I can see your comment. Yes, yes, yes. We are up and running. Thank you for that. Back in the day, when I first started doing this, people fought over the big screen TV. You could bet your ass if there was a big TV. A lot of times those TVs was in those big consoles. And that's when gaming started becoming real popular. People fought to the death over the big screen TV. They don't fight over the damn TVs so much anymore because, as someone noted in the comments, those TVs are real cheap right now. So they don't have to fight over them. Yeah. The godfather of law. That's a good one. Thank you, Amanda. I think I'll keep that one. The godfather of law. Yeah, I like that. The godfather. Yeah, April, the only problem with that platform that you're on is that unless we get a lot of people over there on YouTube, and I'm trying to cultivate that audience, unless uh unless there's a lot of people over there, the only comments that get seen over there right now, TikTok has not moved over to Restream, and so people on my YouTube or Facebook cannot see my TikTok comments. That's the only problem I have with it. I can hear the comments, but if you're over there on TikTok or on YouTube or Facebook, you cannot see the comments. That's the only part I hate about it. But you can ask a longer question. Yeah, April, that I thought that State of the Union or his update yesterday, and again, people gonna call me a Trumper. I do like him. Do I like everything he does? Hell no, I don't. There's a lot of things I like that he does and that he has done. Um, I thought his presentation last night of the facts of our position over there in the Middle East, which I'm against. Uh, I don't think we should be involved over there. I honestly don't think we should be involved in there. But what he says about the United Nations, If the United Nations, and I'm with him on this, if the United Nations don't get off their ass and help protect their own interests over there, we need to just walk away. I'm not a fan of foreign wars, but it is in our interest to be over there, but it's not in our sole interest to be over there. So, um, I'm not a fan, but I thought his presentation yesterday was one of the better ones he has done. I liked it. I thought it was clear and to the point. He didn't amble on. Uh, I think he laid out a good reason as to why we're there. Should have been done 50 years ago or 47 years ago, but it wasn't. The problem is we don't need the strait, except for the fact, and this is, I didn't understand this until several years ago. Um, Oil is a global commodity. It's a global commodity. That means everybody's oil goes into a big old pool and it's traded in that big old pool. So we just can't keep our own oil. It just doesn't work that way. We put our oil in with everybody else's oil, and that's where the price of oil comes from, is that everybody throws in. Now, when the Straits of Hormuz, we only get about, apparently, we only get about 2 to 3% of our oil there. We really don't need the oil that comes out there, except for the fact when it's closed off there, the price of oil goes up like it has now because they're constricting the amount of oil. And we cannot have one country, particularly a country like Iran, to control the entire world. They have been responsible for killing hundreds, thousands of Americans. They have exported terror all across the globe. And what he has done or is doing, I think, is good for the overall world. The problem I have with it is that the other part of the world isn't getting with the damn program. And I believe if I was Mr. Trump, my ass would be pulling out there. I would give everybody in the United Nations an ultimatum. I'd give everybody in Europe an ultimatum. If they don't help us in this endeavor and protect those straits, if they don't help us patrol and protect those straits, I'd back out of there and let them all have fun. But now he probably won't do that. But protecting that oil interest over there is good for the whole world, and it's good for us. You will see whenever we pull out of there and that place is secure, whether he has to put him back in the Stone Age or whatever he's got to do. Whatever he's got to do, you'll see the price of oil go down. But if you look at what he's done on balance, and if you're not a partisan, if you're not a political hack, that's exactly right. Someone in the comments, exactly right. All of those things that have been done have severely crippled China's interest. Absolutely. So there is a rhyme and reason to all of this. It's global. I believe what's been done with respect to the oil is crippling China. You take Venezuela and you take those straits, that's about 45 to 50% of China's oil. They can't survive without that. So I think what we're doing, and then when we move on into Cuba and develop good relations with Cuba, and I think that's going to happen. So I think it's a good thing for the globe. It's certainly a good thing for us. It should have been done a long time ago. But if you look at interest rates are down, stock market's up, no border crossings, all those are good things. So take Take the good with the bad. I'm not a fan of us going overseas. Not a fan of it at all. Thank you, Renee. But I'm not a fan of any involvement. I think Europe should have picked up. I think it's a good thing. Uh, and the final analysis will be good. Everybody will see 6 months from now. Everybody's going to see a lot of these people that are moaning and groaning. They're going to see, and they're going to have to be eating their words again. All these pundits that have been against him on everything have 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 eventually had to eat their words. Everything he's done, people now, if they're truthful, have had to eat their words, and this is going to be no exception. Now, do I think? Yeah, Tangle, thank you. Do I think Donald Trump probably had a real clear idea of how easy or how hard it was going to be when he went over there? No, I don't think he had a clue. I think there's a bunch of warmongers in his cabinet. Can't stand Lindsey Graham. Can't stand him at all. Don't believe a damn word he says hardly. He's a big warmonger. Don't like it. He's got a lot he's got a lot of people in his ear that are pro-war. What's up, guys? Yeah, Lindsey Graham is a worm. He's a worm. Kissing Vladimir Zelensky's ass, wanting to give him a blank check. Uh, uh-uh. We should have never been over there in the Ukraine. If Europe wasn't willing to pony up some cash and fix that over there, we should have never went over there. Never. Wasn't a fan of it then. I'm not a fan of it now. But we got 3 more years with Donald Trump, or 2.5. Everybody got to get used to it. What's up, Huckleberry? Huckleberry. Yeah, so everybody got to get used to it. Everybody whining and moaning about everything he does. Just get used to it. Gosh damn. It ain't the end of the world. What's up, Susan Sun? He'll be alive. Yeah, our border crossing is the single biggest thing he's done to truly improve this country. Yeah, so things have turned around. If you look at what's Oh, Susan Sunrise looking for friendship, guys. Someone show her the door. If you look at where we were 2 years ago and you look at where we are now, we're way better off. And if you look at it with clear, sober glasses. Nah, those Epstein files. Look, stop it with the Epstein files. Stop it with the Epstein files. Do you really believe? Do you really believe? I cannot believe anybody. I cannot believe anybody seriously believes there's anything in those Epstein files that will sink this president or anybody else. Those Epstein files, if there was anything credible in those files, they would have been disclosed years ago. They would have been disclosed years ago. Years ago, Joe Biden had complete authority to disclose every single piece of paper in those files, but he didn't. And he didn't because there wasn't anything in there that would hurt Donald Trump. There wasn't. There isn't. So stop it with the damn files and move on. Stop it with those damn files. If there was anything there, they would have been disclosed. For the love of God, do you not? Why do people not see that? Good God Almighty. That's come on, Scott. Scott! Stop it, Scott. Stop. Please use your two brain cells, Scott. You got two of them. Sounds like use them. No, I don't love Donald Trump. I like him. I like what he's done, but there's no effing way that you can completely tell me. There's no effing way that you can seriously believe that there's anything in those files that would hurt Donald Trump. If there were, they would already be exposed. Crazy, crazy. Thank you. Um, yeah, you can't do anything about it. It no. Alexandra, yeah, no, it's I don't really care about those Epstein files, but the idiocy, I don't care about them. I don't give 2 shits about those Epstein files, but the idiocy of some people to believe that there's something in those files that would sink Donald Trump is just mind-boggling to me. After all of the stuff that they did to him during the last election, everything, all of the allegations, all of that, do you not really believe that Joe Biden or someone in his cabinet, if there was really something in there, they could have exposed every single piece of paper in those files? But they didn't. They didn't because their people was probably involved and they couldn't find anything in Donald Trump. And I'll bet you a damn dollar. I'll bet you $1,000 to one. Anybody that wants to bet me $1,000 to one. If there was something there, use your brain. If there was something there, they would have been. So use your damn brain. But um Alexandra, it's just the pure stupidity and the ignorance that people say this right now. People that are saying that right now are just crazy. It's not they're saying it not from any kind of rational sense. They just hate him so bad. They want something to be in they want something to be in those files, and there ain't. There just ain't. There ain't. If there was, we would know it. God almighty. Iron Mike, that's not true. Iron Mike, it's not no, Iron Mike, you got it all wrong, my brother. All that I'm saying is that it doesn't make any reasonable logical sense. But let's talk about you. Let's talk about you, your life, and the law. I'm done with this. If you can't use your sense, I don't even wanna hear it. And that's all I'm saying about those files. I don't give 2 shits who's in them. But certainly if Mr. Trump was in them, we would know it by now. And if you can't see that, if you can't see that, you look like a fool. And when you open your mouth and say that, you look like a fool. I'm just giving you a little heads up. So, when you say that in this day and age after going through the last administration when they had complete control, if you still believe that now, something is wrong. So, guys, let's talk about you. Those files don't affect you or me, nary bit. But you know what does affect you is the price of eggs. The price of eggs have gone way down. I love saying that. The price of eggs are down. When he took office, everybody's hair was on fire on the price of eggs. Now they're down. What what's up, Deborah? How are you, Deborah? Oh, yes, just in time. Just in time for Easter. Uh, price of gas will go down. Price of gas is good. No, tariffs, I don't know. It will, Iron Mike. You're not using your 2 brain cells, Iron Mike. You need to go buy you some more. If you don't, it will, and I gotta be in the courthouse by about 8:30. I told my client to meet me there at 8:30. It takes me about 10 minutes. I mean, the price of gas is still cheaper than it was 3 years ago. Here in Kentucky, which we almost never get really high gas prices, here in Kentucky for a couple of years, we were paying well over $4 a gallon, almost $5 a gallon. Right now, gas is still cheaper than it was 2 years ago. The only places it's really high is out west. Yeah. Well, Scott, you are, buddy. Yeah, and people don't look at that, and because 'cause they're being disingenuous. When they start fussing about the gas prices, they don't look at what it was, 3 years ago. Not degrading anybody, Iron Mike. Yeah. Somebody needs to give somebody some sell some brain cells. Mm, gotta time my time. Come on, Iron. That's what happens, and a lot of people don't understand uh That's what happens. A lot of people don't understand. If you live in a state where the gas is really high, most likely, if you look at the breakdown of your taxes, particularly out west, they tax the shit out of gas out west. They put and so if there there you go. There you go, Joseph. That's exactly right. That's it. Yeah, the state taxes eat up a lot of that cost, guys. Some some of these, states, you look at how that's broke down, and these states are absolutely screwing their citizens with the taxes. If you strip away a lot of those state taxes, gas would be about 30% cheaper. You strip away some of those tax I absolutely know how the market works, user out there in YouTube. Absolutely know how it works. Absolutely know how it works there, user. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, it's a lot. And if you don't recognize that, again, you need to buy some more brain cells. What's up, Elizabeth? Come on, user out there in YouTube, you are delusional. Delusional! Come on, user. Somebody on YouTube is delusional. I think they need some medical attention. Good morning, guys. My name is Eugene. If you're just now looking in, I'm an attorney. All right, Eli. What are you coming to me on that platform for? I appreciate it. Guys. Oh, she is on FB. Thank you, Liz. I am back in user, I don't care that you work in the industry. Look at the facts, look at the prices. Most of the prices in these higher states are due to because of their state and local taxes. Look at the numbers. User, I know you're a genius, but look at the numbers. The president gets blamed for the high prices, but he seldom, if it's President Trump, he ain't getting credit for the low prices. Whenever it's low, the people will say, whenever price is low and Donald Trump has been in, ever since he's been in, when it's low, oh, the president ain't got nothing to do with that. When it goes up, he has everything to do with it. How silly. Oh, when it's low, he ain't got nothing to do with it. He don't have anything to do with it. It's low, but that ain't got nothing to do with that. Don't worry about that. But when it's high, holy God, he's got it. He's got everything to do with it. Yeah. If he listen, the only thing I say is that if he gets blamed for the high prices, just give him credit when they start coming back down. That's all. Trump didn't start that war in the Middle East. No, he didn't start it. You're wrong on that. He didn't start that. He just helping. So he didn't start that over there. They've been throwing rocks at each other forever. Uh, oh, what do you mean, user? Who do you think started that shit over there in the Middle East? Please? Yeah, Donald Trump didn't start that shit over there. He's just going over and cleaning it up. The Iranians and the Iraqis over there have been holding people by the balls for 50, 60 years. And we've not had a president with the balls to go over and clean it up. Europe hasn't done it. None of our other presidents. I love Ronald Reagan. I voted for Bill Clinton the first time he ran. I liked old man George Bush. None of those presidents had the balls to do what Donald Trump. So he didn't start it. They've been fighting over there, and they've been holding us by the balls for 50 years over there. So, so somebody over here in yeah, they destroyed 45,000 of their own people. User over there in YouTube. We got a user over here in YouTube. It's 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 delusional. And I know you're in the industry. We got somebody over here that says they're in the industry, and I should just listen to what they got to say. I don't care if you're in the industry. He didn't start that over there. You're completely wrong. And the oil is a global market. Come on. Come on, guys. Get with it. Yeah. Come on, Phillips. At least you're not begging for money. They got yeah, I get y'all really honestly don't know. I don't give 2 shits about it. Yeah, they tried bribing Iran, it didn't work. Um, yeah, I don't really care. It's just funny how people just don't use their logical yeah, yeah, his fam yeah, I dare talk guys, just talk about you, though. Uh, this other stuff will shake itself out soon enough. We'll be alright. 3 weeks from now, you'll see the gas prices go down, then somebody else will fuss about something else, you know? It'll be something else. It was the price of eggs. It was taking all the bad guys off the streets. Now that's calmed down. We don't worry about that anymore. We don't worry about ICE anymore. I haven't heard anybody talk about ICE anymore except the Democrats who are trying to say cut the money. So, you know, let's move on. I'd rather talk about something that I can actually do something about. I can't do anything about the price of oil. What's up, RCP? Yeah, the I yeah, that ice problem has gone away. For some reason, the ice issue has gone away. Apparently, they're not targeting innocent people anymore, I guess. Good morning. Good morning, West Virginia. How are you over there in, YouTube land? Thank you very much. Price of eggs are down. I love saying that because a year and a half ago, people's hair was on fire on every time they had a press conference, they'd talk about the eggs. The the price of eggs are down. Oh, oh, yeah. Um, you can get healthcare here. A trust is like a contract. Someone wants to know how trust works and how long does it take to do a trust. A trust and a will are similar. Trust and wills are similar. A trust is a contract basically that says whoever's over the trust will distribute the assets in a way that you dictate, right? A trust is outside of the probate process. If you have a trust, you don't go through the probate process. A will, on the other hand, goes through the probate process. It goes through the process. So, um, uh, so, um, a trust is more expensive, but it immediately takes effect as soon as the person passes away. You don't have to worry about the probate process. That's the big difference in a will. So there you go. Someone wanted to know. Now that affects people's lives. Trust, wills, divorce, property settlement agreement. Love it. Love it, guys. Yeah. Now that affects work just got canceled. Way to go, Scott. What'd you say, Janie? I can't see, I can't hear your comment, Janie. Oh, you're a landscaper, Scott? I do have permanent lights behind me. I do have permanent. The host is what? Boy, someone is really being a turd, but that's okay. No, court is not virtual today. Oh, I didn't know what you'd said, Janie. It comes in my ears, and sometimes if I don't understand it. Yeah, Alexandra, TT doesn't show on this platform when I have streaming at the same time. Somehow TikTok does not allow their comments to be seen on this platform. I don't like Matlock, no. I've watched him though. I'm not a big fan. I never liked him. I just didn't like that character. Um, I liked Andy Griffith, but not Matlock. Yeah. Alexander, yeah, when you go over there. Hey, Scott, I don't specialize. A trust should be able a trust should be able to be completed soon, right? A trust is a contract. Trusts don't go through the probate process. So as soon as someone passes, the person that's over the trust should be able to disperse the property. I am from Kentucky, Marshall. Yes, I am from Kentucky over in YT. Thank you for the comment. Guys, I'm trying to get more traffic over there on my YT and FB. Thank you all for showing up. If you're looking at me on any of those platforms, guys, this is your platform. I try to answer your questions. I've got to get ready to go in about 3, 4 minutes. What's up, Anthony? I'm thinking I'm gonna put me some color over here on these panels, like some purple, my brand colors. No, there is no waiting period, no, unless the document says so. All of these things like trusts and wills depend on the document because they all say different things. Yes, yes, Alexandra, I'll be on later, yeah. My wife and my granddaughter are here, and Anna, they're taking a little excursion today. So, I'll be back, around lunchtime after my hearing is over. Ali Miss Marshall, you're close. Kentucky is a red state, but they have a blue governor. Andy Beshear, they have they have, the governor that Kentucky has is spineless. He's not a good person, and he thinks he's gonna run for president. He's not a good person, but we have a blue governor, if that means anything to you. No, Janie, I'll tell you what happens, on this particular platform that I'm using for all 3. I'm streaming, Janie, I'm streaming from 3 different platforms, TT, YT, and FB, but this platform that I'm using to do all 3 at the same time, you can't see everybody else's comments. The only comments you can see are Facebook and YouTube. My TikTok comments don't come through on this platform for some reason. It's bothersome to me, but I'm trying to drive traffic to my YouTube, and I do appreciate you staying over here. And if those of you that are on my YouTube and Facebook feed, I will prioritize your comments because I'm trying to get listeners on here. So, I will prioritize the YT and the FB comments because I'm trying to build that traffic stream over there. TT. Uh-oh, here's Anna. Woohoo! What time? I gotta get ready to get out of here. What's it about?
8:04.
8:04. I'm gonna leave it 10 minutes or 5 minutes.
I have an Egg McMuffin. It's regular bacon, but it has cheese on it.
Huh?
I have an Egg McMuffin. It has cheese on it, but it's regular bacon.
Put it in the oven. If you don't want it, I may take it, eat it for lunch because I just had a piece of toast. Alexandra says hi.
Hello.
I told him you all were taking an excursion.
Yes. Hopefully find an Easter dress.
For who?
For me?
Don't you got no dresses?
I mean, not really.
God, got a whole damn closet full of clothes. And she don't have nothing. Yeah, but I'm trying to prioritize the comments over on my YT and FB channels. I'm trying to build that audience, and it's very hard. But you can ask a better question, like the que Yeah, Janie, it takes a while to build a YouTube following. I have to get more regular. I'm gonna be coming on here at least twice a week. Wednesdays for sure. Wednesday mornings, I'll be here doing my show. Wednesday mornings, I'll be doing my show here on this platform. You'll be able to see me Wednesday mornings. I'm gonna try to do a Monday and a Wednesday. So, a trust works like that in any state. Yes. A trust works like that in any state. Tiger Woods, uh, yeah. Um, a trust works like that anyway. It's a contract. Almost any state. They're expensive. They're more expensive than a will. because they take a little more time. They're a little more involved. My God, I am dreading this hearing. Arg. All right, guys, I'm gonna get ready to go. Got to see my client. Listen, fellas, I'll be here this afternoon. I'll do a show. If you're in YT or FB, I'll be doing my show here again. I'll be sitting up. No, I can't stream the hearing today. No, I will be here after lunch. We'll talk about Tiger Woods. We'll talk about Tiger Woods. We'll talk about, Tiger Woods and my hearing, and we'll talk about what happened. I'll give you all an update. So if you're here around 1-ish, I will see you guys. Listen, if life and law collide in your world and you don't know what to do or you don't know where to go, what do you do, guys? What do you do? Somebody tell me. There's 2 things you can do if your life and law collide. Or if your ass is in a crack, what do you do, guys? What do you do? There's 2 things. Somebody tell me. Thank you, Cough Drops. Thank you, Donnie. Alright, guys, we will see you. Get a lawyer, Greg. Thank you. Book a damn call and give me a holler, fellas. Thank you.